Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about Severance. I'm just going to start by saying I didn't have that many thoughts about this episode, or at least like not as many as I did about episode 3. I think my general thoughts on this episode, but this episode was really scary. Like this episode really scary and made me really sad because I had like first of all, we can talk about the opening scene. This scene really freaked me out. Like usually Severance is scary in like a backrooms way, not in like a horror movie way, and today it was really giving in a horror movie way. You know what I mean? So I like imagine like you literally have never gone outside in your entire life before, and then the first time you wake up, you're like out in the middle of a frozen lake. I don't like that. This episode, I think, like, look at how tiny he is. Look how tiny they are. I feel like they're all like underreacting a little. Like, I feel like I'd be going crazy in this scenario. It's just throughout like the entire thing, but it's really fun to be able to see MDR like in the wild. Like, I think that's really cute. Like, I'm really happy for them. I mean, to be fair, this is like objectively a really terrifying scenario to be in. Also, like this shot, like you got your like freaky old timey TV playing some like little like jaunty little tunes. I'm gonna talk about how weird this like video is, and not in like a like in the sense that they keep cutting like the video like while Milchick is talking, and it's like it's really creepy. Like this whole episode is so creepy. It's so weird. We need to look at his face, okay? Because throughout this entire video, Milchick was like extra unsettling to me. And like he's usually scary, but he's scary in the way that he's like smiling all the time, and it's like unsettling. But in this video, he literally doesn't smile a single time, and it just made me feel very scared. It made me feel the only reason I'm really even filming this right now is because this episode is so terrifying that like I don't feel like safe in my room. Like because what the fuck is that? What is that? Ew, I hate their fucking evil twins, or whatever the fuck are those? And, like, I'm actually so scared, like, they're literally, like actual goosebumps, like, fucking chills, like, this is literally terrifying. I don't feel good about this, like, I actually feel, ew, I'm sorry, you guys, like, I wish I was saying something intelligible right now, but this is, like, ugh. I hate him, I hate him, and I hate this shot, specifically, when we get, like, a back shot, like, whoa, anyways, when we get the back view of him, because it feels like it makes him feel even more real, do you know what I mean, like, I thought, like, maybe, oh, it's like, their severance chips can manipulate, like, their vision or whatever, and that's why they think that they see Mark twin, but he's not actually there. No, like, I think he's, like, physically present. I keep looking behind me because I feel like I'm about to see shit, like, behind me, and I'm really scared, you guys. Like, I don't like, like, I don't like this. Like, I don't want to be here. Like, I was really happy that we were out of the office, okay, for, like, 5 minutes, but now I'm shaking in my fucking boots, okay? I'm shaking in my little fur hat and my coat. Like, I'm scared. Do you fucking see that? Like, do you guys see that? What the fuck is that? And I, like, feel bad. I feel ill. Okay, you know, here's something we can talk about. We can talk about this scene. I enjoyed this scene. This tunnel feels very visually similar to, like, the break room, almost. You can kind of see it here when they're, like, walking in from over there. It feels like the tunnel down to the break room, and also the evil tunnel down to the testing floor, and that really just made me feel like, damn, like, this show loves its evil tunnels, and we can never escape the evil tunnels, even if we are in the wilderness. Oh, you know, like, while we're in the wilderness, I kind of want to talk about, like, this fuck-ass national park. What the hell is Dieter Egan National Park? Like, because I actually don't think I can go on with this video anymore because I'm scared. I think I'm actually gonna turn on the lights because I'm like, I feel unsafe. So let's talk about this fuck-ass book. This fuck-ass book is so weird. Like the reading, I didn't understand the writing. I'm not gonna lie. Like in this scene, I don't get it. Okay, I'm sorry, and I feel kind of like dumb like saying that because they read it to you. The writing is very dramatic, and the only person who I can compare it to is like Rickon's book. And I know this because I actually read the Rickon ebook on. He's the same. Like the tone is like the fuck-ass writing style is like Loki the Same. And I think this is a really big day for everyone who's like, actually Rickon is secretly an Egan. I feel like those people really won today. So I don't think your Egan should ever write again. I'm sorry. Like this shit is ass. Or maybe I'm just dumb. But let's talk about the elephant in the room, okay? Which is what the fuck? Who is Mark and Helly? Mark literally we just saw Mark get reintegrated, like on screen, like last episode, like it ended on his reintegration, and now he's just kind of acting like super normal. And my insane crack theory for this episode is going to be Mark reintegration episode actually happens chronologically after this one. And you might be saying, that actually doesn't make any sense because in the recap they literally showed his reintegration, and also why would Severance ever do that? There's never been a non-linear like chronological narrative ever before. My answer for you is yes, but also I'm going to believe that. So like why did Lumen literally like bring an entire dead walrus or seal into the fucking woods what are they doing? What is that? Like why is it there? So true, Irv. Like his tweaking out is actually so real. It's actually so valid. Like get off of him. He's like y'all guys. Like you are all blinded by your own selfish motivations right now. Stop. I actually really enjoyed this campsite, and I feel like it looks really cozy actually. And I would not mind being sent here. Like when you talk about this scene and the implications that it has for whatever the fuck is going on with Helena. Every time I saw her this episode, I felt like, oh my god, like Helly would not walk like that. Like get out of my fucking face. Like I want to talk about her face during the scene though, because if you look at it, like she like starts tearing up like halfway through, and she genuinely like looks concerned. And she immediately hurt like something in her face like shifts, like it's in like an unnatural way. Like she like it just like did you see like it just like drops. But I feel like it's definitely like Helly's definitely in there. Like we've seen like she's fighting, like she's trying to get out. Like I also didn't understand the story. There's just a lot of things I didn't understand this episode. Is Dieter a snowman? Am I missing something? Am I stupid? Like guys, be honest with me. Like, what did he mean by this? Like, what did he mean by Dieter's eyeballs popping out of his head? What is he saying? And, like, what the hell is so funny? Shut the fuck up. Get out! No one likes you. Get oh, like what is she laughing at? Like shut up. You don't even go here. Okay. Stop. Stop. Talk about this part where Helena is like, it's okay. Like we just know that Irving is upset because like this is the kind of like manipulative language that she uses when she tries to get Cobell back into the company. Like this is and I feel stupid pointing out like, oh, this is definitely a Helena line because they literally reveal it in this episode, but like it literally is. Okay, Mark is actually really incredibly down bad, and it's hard to see. It's mostly because that's not Helly. I joked that Helena was a Mark Helly in the last episode, but I'm not joking, and it's not a joke anymore. Like, ew, like she's freaky. Like, get away from him. I don't like her. I don't want her to get a redemption arc because she's like, get away from him. You're ruining this. You're ruining this for everyone. Stop. But on the bright side, this is a great day for Mark bingo board. For my bingo board because I get to cross off Mark makeout scene. Is it really a win though? I feel like I'm losing. I feel like Irv calling out for Miss Kwong and Mr. Mochik when he gets in the woods because he's so scared. Oh my god. Like he spends the entire first half of this episode being like this can't be right. Like this is a freaky ass situation that we've been put in. But then he immediately he was being so scared. Like so Irv falling asleep in the cold made me really sad. And it gave me like crazy Yellow Jackets. This is like it's really giving Yellow Jackets. And I mean that in a scary way. I was very scared. I did not want them to have to eat Irv. Especially after they all talked about being hungry. And here, Helena says, I didn't like who I was on the outside. And it's like, okay, well like in hindsight, like it feels like she's actually being like honest. And I like it's kind of giving Helena redemption arc. But I really don't want that to happen. So like, don't piss me off. Can we talk about Irv's dream? This fuck ass scene is the only reason I kept my lights on for this long as the video because this scene was so scary. Like, so the innies get to sleep now. This like crazy implications for all season 1 where they're like sleeping, like induces memory bleed. Like, I feel like this is when he figures out that Helena or Helly's actually Helena. You can see like the letters like Egan or like letters forming the word. Oh, the jump scare caught me so bad. I actually think as I was saying, there's like an eyeball that kind of forms on the screen, and it also spells the word Egan. I think Irv put the pieces together that Helly is Helena as an Egan, and she's watching them. Maybe something connects to because we know Irv's outie is investigating the company, so maybe it's like he used those deductive reasoning skills that he has in his outie brain about the suspicious company to connect the dots. What is she looking at? Like, I don't understand why she's looking at a waterfall like this. Like, it's actually important to hear family history. Like, is she just like crazy like that? She's low-key been smiling at everything in this episode. She smiles when Milkshake like reads the book out loud, and it's like the gory part too. It's like, what is wrong with her? What is wrong with her? Isn't that kind of like, okay, the fact that he literally knows that it's not Helly because Helena was so cruel to him. Like, yeah, because that's like the manipulating that she be on, but also like that Helena's not Helly because Helly is nice and Helena's not. And I don't know. I guess might be an interesting parallel between Innie Mark and Outie Mark as well. But that's really sweet. Irv is so smart. Like actually, like he actually ate this. Like looking not listening. I was like, Irv is definitely getting canceled for this. Like it's over for him. But like he ate this. Like he devoured this. Like hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. The scene that we saw in the trailers, I thought it was gonna be a pineapple bobbing torture scene. But I was like confused as to like why they make Helly like underwater. And like now it makes sense. Like there's like Helly's back. Like I can't believe she actually made it back. And the way that he like immediately takes her out of the water and he starts hugging her. Like I actually can't. Like this is. Oh, like he's actually so like Irv. I'm gonna miss him so much. Like I can't. I love Irv. And oh, Dylan. Like I know. Like you really should have listened. Like I'm so glad they apologized to him. Irv is so kind. They're all so kind. They're all so nice. Like I can't. Like I feel like Milkshake is really like they're really pushing Milkshake to his limits. Like he's so pissed. Like I'm scared. Like I'm scared for them. This was a very emotional episode for me. Okay, I didn't have much to say about the plot. Lou and Les don't go outdoors. Like, how do they even get their outies into... Like, how do they convince Irv's outie to get into the middle of the pond? Like, I know he's, like, investigating. Like, you're just gonna let that slide. And he's getting fired next episode. Like, how is... He's not gonna let that slide. Like, I know he's not gonna let that slide. It's scary. And I don't want Severance to become a horror show, please. I can't take it. Like, I'm not... You know what? It's episode 4, and I feel like 4 is a really big theme in this episode as well. We got the 4 Tempers. We got the 4 members of MDR. And I kind of want to talk about the Rickon's book that he writes. We get more insight into Mark, Gemma, Rickon, and Devin's relationship. What the book implies is that they were like way more balanced as 4 people. Like they were all happier, way happier together as 4 people. Like they're 2 couples, than as in 2 couples. And I don't know, like very big emphasis on the number 4 this episode. Like we got to balance the 4 tempers. We have to balance the 4 people relationships in Mark's personal life and his work life. Helly reintegration, perhaps, like the Glasgow procedure or something. Like something's up with that. It must not be like a perfect way to be able to shut off like your innie and your outie self. Like the divide between the outie Helly and innie Helly seems to be bleeding through in some way. Kudos to Britt Lauer. Like she ate. Like what is going on with Mark? Like how is innie Mark so different, so separated from outie Mark? Like this is way different than what we saw in the reintegration for PD, where it really seemed like they were like the memory bleed was really bad. Like he was non-functional. But this is like totally innie Mark. I'm really scared for Irving. I've always been worried that he's gonna die early. He's gonna die young. And I don't want it to happen. Dylan was yelling at Irv off the cliff. It was kind of like like, I feel like he Loki snapped back into it after being like Loki just like listening to Lumen like really obediently for the last 2 episodes. Like they took away his best friend, and I feel like that's something that he's not going to be able to like look past. Like I think Dylan is so back. So I really wonder what they did to Helly in between when she came back and when she was turned off, because she didn't even say, she wasn't like confused or anything. She seemed like really traumatized. Like I'm worried for her. Like, was there some kind of torture that went on between, like, I can't believe we actually saw Helly this season. I'm very happy about that. I missed her so much. It's episode 4 and we just saw her, and I don't know if we're gonna get her back. I don't know how they're gonna go back to work after this, how Mildred is going to come back from this. I really don't. I don't know how any of them are going to come back from this. Shout out to Irving. MVP this episode. Hard MVP this episode. We're unlocking a lot of Kier Egan lore, and all of his lore seems to be very like cartoonish almost. It's like very fantastical. I'm excited to see how reintegrate Mark was going to act this episode, and I'm sad we didn't see. I think maybe in like episode 1 we see Mark running in the hallway and there's a mysterious figure behind him that we never figured out who it was. I think it's entirely possible that that was like one of these like weird twin people. I don't know why he would be roaming the hallways, and I'm getting scared just talking about it, so I actually don't really want to talk about it. I'm going to turn the lights back on for this part. So I did want to show you guys my bingo board. We can mark off Mildred kill someone soon. I think I see it. My future is bright and I see it. We can mark off Mark makeout scene for sure. This is a solid mark off. And we can mark off Helia's Helena. That gives us, now my progress on my bingo board, it's not really how I would like, but we are seeing some promise in the middle vertical row here. If you can't see, it's Rigabi reappearance, free space, which I wrote a sad mark, and Helia's Helena. So not a bad day for bingo. Not a bad day, not a great one. Episode 3 was better. While we're here, I've been talking for a while. I've been talking for like an hour straight. I'm really tired. But while we're here, if you're still watching, I would just like to say huge thank you, huge shout out to everyone who liked and commented on my last video. I made these videos for my friends to watch, so I never expected my video to like breach that. Very grateful for everyone who liked. Last time I checked, we're at like 100. That is a crazy amount of people. You're telling me 100 people viewed my forecast video and they liked it? Wow, like I'm shocked. Very grateful. I think the only reason I'm making this video in the first place is for everyone who commented and was like, this is really funny or this is really nice, like I want to see more of this. Very grateful to you guys. Thanks for